Hello, and welcome back to Roll Initiative. My name is Dave. I'm a dungeon master for a group of friends that get together and play Dungeons and Dragons. And by the way, I'm very excited about tonight's game. I'm always excited, but tonight I'm working usually. But before we get started, let's do a little recap. Last time we were together, you guys flew out towards Osidion as this large mountains moving more north. You guys headed towards it. Kari turning to the giant eagle, flying towards these mountains, trying to fly upwards, side to side, could not get around them or above them. So you decided to land. You guys landed, and Kari, I believe it was you that decided maybe a way in is to show Brock how to pound into this stone. You walked up, began to hit it, and noticed as you did, this mountain began to separate from itself, creating this huge stone titan. You guys battled with this creature, finding that every time you would injure it, it would seem that the rocks from Osidion would melt back to him. Oriani came up with the idea as you released this Umber Hulk from your iron flask to aid in the battle. You thought maybe you could draw this stone titan into it. It did not work. You guys battled on, but being persistent as you were, you attempted for a second time. Holding this iron flask out, concentrating on this stone titan, you watched as it turned into almost a dust, an energy, flew into this iron flask as you put the cork on top of it, thus capturing this creature for now. You guys made your way to the wall of Osidion, where you recognize writing in Infernal that read down. As you read down, you realize this is some kind of incantation, a spell of some sort. You remembered the scroll you found in the Warlock's crypt. You took it out, began reading again, and continued with this scroll. You guys all watched as the energy, this scroll turning to flames, the walls of this mountain begin to separate, showing an opening. You also watch as Oriana's normal silver aura got brighter, stronger as her eyes even went completely silver, as she then fell unconscious to the ground. That's where we'll roll the intro. Okay, so you guys are now outside of this entrance. As you're standing there, you can feel warm air. Not hot, but warm air that seems to be exiting from this mountains. You also hear these wailing screams that are coming from within. It sounds as if pain and desperation that echoes from within here. Oriana is also at this point unconscious between all of you. Her small body still glowing with this silver energy that hasn't seemed to leave yet. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
All good.
12 plus 14.
14. As you guys watch, she slowly comes back to consciousness. You're quite confused. You don't even really remember. The last thing you remember is the iron flask and taking this Titan into the flask. Besides that, you're not even sure what you're doing laying there. You too can see this opening to this cave. Mountains.
Are you tiny?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Do you need a hand up? I think so. Oh, back down. Pick her up.
So you kind of picture
Put her on my shoulder.
Okay. So she's on your shoulder. What do you guys want to do?
So are we inside?
Standing right outside the entrance. This broken rock entrance that opened.
But there is an entrance.
There is an entrance.
Yep.
Well,
Complete darkness. Even those you with dark vision, you could see so far out, but it's just black stone. That's all you can make out. No real kind of light, anything.
I'm gonna do a produce flame.
Okay.
And walk first.
Okay, so what, march over?
Yeah.
Okay. It's wide enough for two people to walk next to each other as you walk in, so it's basically.
so I'll
Like
go.
Brock to walk in the front with you?
I think I'll take Brock.
Yeah.
So he kind of makes his way.
You guys can be a wall.
Yeah.
You guys, as you all begin to enter, the air instantly becomes dry and warm. You get the smell of burnt ember and minerals that fill your nose. With this light now around, you see large, black, glass-like pieces of stone that protrude from the ground, encasing the land inside of here. It's almost forming a path that heads south. As you're moving along the path, you can feel it slowly decline, taking you deeper into this stone fortress. You also notice shifting of its structure. At one point you're walking, you just feel this shift, and as you look back, the path that you walked down is gone. It is now just a stone wall. The screams as you head farther in become louder, more intense, bouncing off this stone, reverberating in your minds. And I need everybody to give me wisdom saving throws.
16.
13.
18.
Natural 20.
Oh, 27.
As you move through it, you're able to hold it back for now, but you are getting this feeling now of things closing in. As again, you watch as this stone is just kind of moving, and at times giving small tremors in the ground. You move on for a good 4 hours, and constantly feeling this shift, these screams. And then you see ahead of you where it opens up into like a large room. The flooring even is bronze colored. And there's torches that sit in each corner of this large room. You also see what appears to be large vases sitting under these torches in each corner. The closest one to you, you make out what appears to be a very thin piece of stone. It sits on the top of one, sits on the top of one, and the other two in the far corner.
Are the torches lit? Alright, I'll drop. Control flame.
Are we inside of a mountain?
Yep. And as you look at this, it appears almost as if one time this may end up in part of Osidion. It's almost as if it's a structure, the floors. Maybe feeling you get is this was once maybe some kind of room of worship of some sort.
So is this Omu?
You're still in Osidion.
Okay.
You're making your way to them. This is just this structure that appears within this large landmass.
Like the landmass is kind of running over and like absorbed it? Or like
You
it
could
had always
deduct
been
that.
there?
You could feel as if this landmass takes certain things with it. It kind of engulfs them and pulls them along.
Like it moves, because it was moving towards us when we were on the outside, so it's like how did it get
Any writing that we recognize?
And I got all you guys passive perception now, so we won't have to be doing this many rolls. Yes, in fact, Kari, Leah, Rowan, Rufus, you notice on the far wall of this room appears to be a carving within the wall. It appears some sort of inscription.
figure it out?
You cracked the code.
Intrepidaire.
It's etched in the far side of this room. This carving. You can give me an Arcana check if you want to know
What
it's related to.
I don't mess with that magic stuff. That's all you guys.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Yeah, none of us is within 19.
That's why we keep the scary half away.
22.
22, okay. First of all, just from glancing and looking across at it, you know this to be ancient symbol of necromancy. That is in here. Yeah, very, very.
That's located where now?
The very far side. So you guys are where I'm at, looking across this room.
Maybe we should
You see this symbol that's etched into it. What you guys want to do?
Is there anything? Can we? I suggest we go take a look at it. We don't see any.
Is it safe to cross the floor of the room?
I guess we're saying we're looking at it from afar right now.
Yeah.
We want to get a better look.
Do you want to make your way across there?
Can we? What do we got? Can we like try to
We can-
toss something out there just to test it?
Sure, I actually will pull
You have a
one
bag
of my,
full of goodies.
I have a bag full of stone balls. I'm gonna, like a marble, shoot it across the floor.
Just to make sure there's no Indiana Jones traps.
Rolls all the way across. Bumps up against the wall on the other side.
Do they turn into?
They don't.
Nothing happened.
Chess balls.
It might-
Just balls.
Nothing happened.
Just like the
just
regular
rolls
ones.
across.
They're just
Right?
balls. They don't do anything.
Precisely. Sorry.
They just, they run it, yeah. Nothing happens. Just
I'm gonna
rolls across.
try to go around the outside.
Okay, so you go around the room this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you do, you pass one of these vases.
Okay.
As you look down on it, this piece of stone that's sitting there almost appears to be a part of a stone tablet. It's broken, and you see what appears to be part of a symbol on it.
Does it look like it's sealing the vase?
That, give me a perception.
8.
8. Are you just kind of eyeballing it?
Yep.
Touching it, or just straight eyeballing
Just looking at it. I
it?
don't disturb it.
He's eating it.
You kind of get down and look
Whatever
at it, look
he does.
around, and it seems to be resting on it as best as you can tell.
Okay.
But also, as you kind of get closer and look at this, you realize it's a piece of the symbol that's on that far wall.
Gotcha. So
It
I'm
seems to
gonna-
be a piece of it, now it's broke. Yeah.
I just want to let everybody else know that it seems like the stone on top of the vase matches the carving on the wall.
And you want to continue to make your
I'm
way
going to
around?
continue to walk around. I'm leaving
Okay,
these
so you
alone.
get to the second one. You glance down at that, and now, yeah, it definitely is another piece broken that goes with that symbol.
Okay.
Do I see anywhere going off of what he like? If we could puzzle piece them together that they needed to go. I will search everywhere if I need to.
Let's do it this way.
Or is it a switcheroo?
You get all the way around the room to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And act can see there's some holes missing.
Give me a perception again.
Okay.
Or investigation. You can give me
I
either on this.
like investigation.
Yep, this will work for that.
I don't like investigation. Got a solid 6.
Solid 6. The only thing you do know as you look at it,
But
it
hey,
feels
I
like
made it.
as you look at it, you feel like the carving is almost backwards. In other words, what I mean by that, the lines that are indented actually protrude out
Okay.
as you examine it.
Okay.
So it's an opposite. It's almost
So-
like an opposite.
I just want to yell to everybody, hey guys, I made it across along the wall safe, but I think I need some help with this. Can one of you guys maybe transverse the other wall?
I
And-
think actually that
Join me.
I'll fly over to the vase that you're by and stand on the stone thing on top of it.
Okay.
So
Ilya, you want to carefully walk to the center and see if we don't fall through?
So you
Yeah, that sounds like a
land
good
on the
idea.
stone.
All right.
Alright, because you can fly. You can Spider-Man.
The one thing you do notice as you
Yeah,
stand
so
on it,
basically
your
you're the
little
only one in
feet
danger.
get stuck in,
Me?
slip into the grooves
Call your...
of this, the way it's cut.
You sent your bird to send it.
So it's
Remember that
designed
No, I
that you
have.
step
I have
in
the
one
bird back.
groove
I have them
in
both back.
of
You
it.
just grab my
Got it.
ankle. We can do it.
Yeah.
my
But
feet is stuck.
you're not stuck. You just notice that this is grooved.
Never mind.
The piece on top there is grooved as you your foot kind of slips into the smaller
I
groove.
was occupied anyways.
You said you're going to you were going to go to
We're gonna
The
head towards the
center of the room.
I didn't have chopstick back then.
Anything, nothing's in the
I
middle?
want to walk
Nothing, just open.
Okay.
to the first one that he walked to.
Okay.
I'm gonna apologize now. And
Are you just going to go?
gently. I'm gonna look underneath and make before I touch it. Does it
So you
seem?
look underneath
Uh-huh.
and you go, that's kind of strange. As you get your eye in there, you notice that this piece is sitting there. It seems to have what appears to be almost wire type of thing that goes down, and as you you can see what appears to be a small urn that sits there.
Oh,
That's connected to.
got it. Rowan.
Yeah.
Could you maybe try it? It looks like this might be trapped. Would you mind attempting to disarm it? Or maybe disarm the one you're in front of?
Yeah, not a problem. I will.
The one I'm standing on?
The one you're standing on? Wait,
Yeah,
would it
so
not
no,
be
this
standing?
is a visual of this room.
Bees!
Now I can see them.
Okay, that's better.
You gonna try to disengage it?
Yep.
Give me a roll.
Okay, I see.
These are kind of where roughly the faces are sitting, okay?
Okay.
And this is totally cool to walk
There's
in the
one
middle,
right by
right?
you, Ron.
I'm not seeing crazy lava, am I?
No.
Rowan's
Yep.
by this face.
I get it.
I'm on this.
So which one are you disengaging? Because Kari, you're at this one, or did you
Yeah.
make it over
Oh,
at?
she's over the.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with that one.
So you're gonna
I'll
come
go
to
for
her?
that one first.
Go for that one?
He's
Okay.
gonna go for the one that he's in front of.
Give me a roll.
Which one is it?
It's going to be a dex check, but you have a +5,
Yep.
and you're proficient.
Solid 6.
Yep.
Well,
12. So as you get in there, and as you go to lift it, this thing pulls the top of this urn off. As you are now holding a piece of stone in your hand, and you watch as this dust appears. It starts to take shape. You sit that down by you.
Oh, where's that big stone dude?
Oh, the paperwork's over there. I got it back here.
Okay.
He's in the necklace right now, right?
But
The
Well, the other one's walking.
art dude. Yeah,
do
Brock.
have a
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
she's walking around.
Do we have a representation for him?
oh,
For Brock?
yes, Brock. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's what we were asking for.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, wait, what?
I forgot good old Brock.
Brock the Rock.
Yes.
I guess I got off of it.
Well,
Yeah,
where are you
when
at?
you just
kind of
gave
with
you
that part.
that.
Where are you? Is that you right
Yeah.
there?
So you have a piece of this puzzle in your hand, and immediately you see this form that just kind of hovers over you and just whispers, "How dare you invade our place of worship?" And you watch as it kind of melds and melts, and it's Sometimes it has like a human kind of face form, and it just kind of quivers away to bone, and then just nothing, blackness. So it's over you.
Let's see here. Can I get like a nature check to see what it is, or something like that?
Give me an arcane check.
Arcane check. Okay.
I'd help you, but I told you I don't mess with that stuff.
22.
I'll kill that stuff.
You've heard of these creatures in lore. Many call them wraiths. They're of the undead.
Hardcore ghost.
Basically, it says that they could drain the life from you.
Oh,
That's not good.
So you have one hovering above you.
That is hardcore.
Then I won't go bother him then.
What you want to do?
Just gonna try to back away, walking backwards towards the.
You go to back from it?
Yeah.
You're gonna reach out, try to touch it.
Oh.
You feel this ice chill as it touches onto you. You guys watch as Romy goes very pale, standing there, just is almost his face starting to concave, his body getting weaker. You are going to take. Uh, 20 points of damage, but I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Natural 20.
Good. And as you feel this take some life from you, you are still okay where you're at. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to do what they want to do to this creature, and then we will go to initiative.
I've seen this thing. I'm gonna freak out a little bit and cast Moonbeam.
Okay. The Moonbeam.
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point within range. I can do it within 120 feet. Creature enters the spell area engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain and must make a Constitution saving throw. Takes radiant damage if it fails. And half.
Okay. Yeah, it takes it all.
Takes it off?
Takes it all.
That's my spell casting, which is 8, 15.
15. Okay, so you watch as this thing kind of, and it hurls back a little bit.
And Moonbeam stays in
He
place.
moves slightly back, and it's on him, though. It follows it, right?
No, Moonbeam will stay. I have to.
Stay right there? Okay. Who else wants to try something on this thing before we...
Well, I'm not going to try something, but I am going to attempt to fix my pistol that misfired last.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try anything, but I'll just say, how dare you for speaking to us that way? And just stare.
It just kind of turns and stares you right down. And you watch again as its eyes kind of just a blackness, then his face kind of creeps up and lurches out and goes back into nothing. What'd you want?
12.
Oh, pretty good, yeah. So your gun is fixed. Leah, would you like to try something?
Give me some life. Yeah, that's nice.
That is an appropriate thing to do.
Give me
No.
some
No,
laugh.
I don't want to waste my thing on you. Get out of
What,
here.
you think like an arrow would
Maybe your
affect
husband
it?
would die.
Or? No.
No, they might go right through. That's what I'm
Yeah.
afraid of.
I don't know,
Arrow.
but that would be a quick way to find out.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
Because
go
if that
ahead.
don't work,
Okay, you know
I
what?
miss my bullets.
We know for the rest of the rounds.
Okay, give me a tackle.
You have to believe.
Just attack first. And then hit him.
I mean, you're proficient, so.
Oh yeah.
That hits. Give me the damage.
Oh, never mind, it hit.
1d.
Eight.
8 plus your dexterity modifier, correct?
12.
Yeah, it fires into it, does damage, as it pierces through his body, you can see it leaves kind of a hole of energy there.
Okay.
So it did hurt it.
Okay.
Right? No one else wants to do anything. Initiative.
Really?
Pretty healing.
I've got the worst initiative rolls.
I didn't do
Shut
that
up.
on purpose.
Say that every time.
Single digit bad?
Awful. Yes, single digit bad.
Oh, I got a bad one too if it makes you feel any better.
A little.
Okay, 20 and 25.
20.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, well.
15 and 20.
Yeah.
What we got?
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Oh, 15 and 20. 10 and 15.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
5 to 10.
Yep.
6.
8.
7.
See?
8, 7, 6, yeah.
That's pretty fun. Okay, so top of round. Orion, what do you want to do?
Witch bolt.
Okay. Give me the roll.
That's a 6, right? And it's oh, it's a 9. It's a 9. Oh, it's a 9. 14.
14 does hit.
Oh, yay.
How many damage?
Can I have 2?
I only have 1.
What do you need, 12?
10 plus 15.
No, 1 7 in there? You feeling it?
It was a 7 and a 6.
No, I
7
had
to 3. And then plus her
Oh,
bonus.
7
I
and
had
3.
10 total. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay, do you want to stay where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay, so its turns up.
Please be nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it flies right up here with you. Orion. As it kind of hovers right up with you, it's going to attempt to touch you.
Must touch. Touchy feely kind of bad.
Uh-huh.
Did it pass back through the moonbeam?
As it reaches out, this moonbeam that's above it, it pulls back and it misses touching you.
It's bad.
Many
Another
damage.
15.
Another 15.
Nice.
Okay.
Get away at it.
Okay, so that's its turn. Rufus, what do you want to do?
Okay. Let's go ahead and start with Brock. Let's just go ahead and run pretty much right up on him.
Okay.
That's right. And he will do his slam attacks.
Okay.
He gets advantage being behind him. That is behind him, right? I don't know if he's got a face or not.
Yep. It's a big hovering.
Basically right on top of
I
that.
don't know if he gets plus that, right? Plus strength, so it's 22.
That hits.
Thank
Give me a
Voldemort in
damage.
travel form.
Eight. 11.
11. So you see Brock kind of run up and it's hovering, kind of jump up, comes down with both of his arms and just hits this thing. And it just goes into dust and it's gone. Whoa. Down on that. Just disappears.
Rock man.
Okay.
Rock the rock.
What you guys want to do?
Alright, I'm gonna try to go pick the lock on this one over here.
Okay.
Oh,
Question real quick. We successfully hit the lock or we didn't? That was my
failed.
You failed, but he's still
And by the way, guys, my bag for before we start, but everybody has 2 inspiration. If you don't have inspiration,
I do not.
I have my nope in my eyes, kind of glad
Alright,
we passed
it's not
that
too
one.
late for that.
So,
Nobody's dead yet.
can I assist him in this lock-picking venture?
yes, it would be.
So wait a
That'd be helping.
Helping.
Did he
You
get?
roll a 20.
Did
Yeah,
he
we
get
have
this?
that.
Okay, so we got the piece anyway.
Yes, because it just came off and it just that.
But we had to fight
released this
something.
spirit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he rolls with advantage, or we both roll?
You can do it either way. You can either roll 2 20s or you can roll all.
I got this.
We're gonna roll together, or are you gonna do it by yourself?
Do it.
You do it. So,
I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it?
Alright.
220s.
yeah, 220. So you're helping.
Oh, alright. Got it. Really should have let me roll.
No.
Really should have let me
Don't tell me
roll.
they're both what
You're
the
welcome.
No,
What'd you get?
there's a 9 and a
Okay.
1, but what's
So
the
we get the
9 plus
nine.
what?
plus
9 plus your 5 plus
14.
your dexterity modifier. Then.
Yeah.
So
14. Okay.
no, it's 9 plus 5 plus your
9
dex
plus
modifier because you got plus 5 for your gloves.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So this time
Yes.
you
Plus
kind
5 to
of
hit
figured it
You
out.
have shit?
And you get in there and you take no longer, just take some time with it, and you're able to lift that piece of the stone tablet off, keeping this urn sealed.
Oh, that's right. Your specialty gloves for
Another piece.
Yeah.
Now we'll just remove the vases as you do them, so those 2 are done.
Okay.
That's done. Well, which one did you do next? Oh, this one. Yes,
This
these 2 are
one.
gone.
See if they fit. See if they fit yet.
Should we try again?
Yep. I'm gonna come with him.
Okay.
No.
Alright, this time you roll one.
Thank you. Is this, what is this, sleight of hand? Or,
Yeah, you can. Well, no, it just goes by his score. not
oh,
yours.
that's right. So, I got 18.
I got 19.
Okay, cool.
Again, take some time. This time as you do it, you see the lid kind of lift just almost a little bit and then seal back down. Get the 3rd piece. What do you got? Yeah. Got 1 more left.
Alright.
No more hard cranberries for you.
It's just water. It's just water.
Keep telling yourself that.
16 plus 10, 26.
Nice.
Well, this time you're like,
Got it
a
down.
minute. You're like, and you are able to retrieve the
Look at
final
That
piece.
piece.
Alright.
So,
Put them together.
Together.
See what happens.
And then, have we gathered that once we get it all put together and these are all indented and all the sticky outies on the wall, that if we go,
well, first, yeah, as you put these together, you watch as this energy surges through them and binds it now as the original stone tablet that it was with this symbol written on it. You guys want to take it over here and attempt with the wall?
I will.
So you guys all watch. You grab it. You push it onto there. And you watch this energy kind of encircle this tablet as you hold it. And the wall begins to move and separate. As this piece of this tablet, though, moves back to you.
Huh?
As you watch this wall open up in front of you.
Let's go in the bag.
So you're gonna keep it.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys, this wall opens again. As you exit this room, it just seals, just shifting again. As you look ahead of you now and you see this real steep decline. We'll take that. A steep, decline in front of you. Attempting to move down this decline, you notice at times you almost feel like you're losing your footing. The shifting is becoming more constant. The screaming voices more amplified than before. I need everybody another wisdom saving throw for me.
Can I take a moment to really listen to the screaming voices and see if they seem like they're actually coming from people?
Hey.
Okay.
13.
Natural 20!
Go, girl.
I know where
What'd you get there?
Which one was it? Wisdom?
What?
I know.
No, yeah, wisdom.
That's wrong.
10.
I don't know about these guys.
I'm rolling 20s, bro.
Okay. Rowan, you are at 1 level of exhaustion. Oriana, you are also at 1 level of exhaustion. Give me a
So
perception.
tired.
Serious, man.
14.
Disadvantage. Disability checks.
Best you can tell, these might have been voices at one time. You're really not sure.
Okay.
It's just something in this this whole thing you're in? This is a
I'm
Osidion
gonna
that you're in.
fly over here and be like, hey,
Of course, no
Stony, I'm gonna sit on you.
Oh, she's gonna ride on Brock.
Okay.
No worries.
You guys also notice the heat becomes more intensified. The water you have, you're just going through, drinking. In fact, within the next 3 to 4 hours, you basically get rid of most of the water you have, unless there's a way. Okay.
Ow!
Okay. So you guys trade.
Yep.
Fill more water. You even notice as you're drinking it, it seems to just get almost warm instantly. It helps quench your thirst, but it's just really hot. You spend about another good 3 to 4 hours moving to where in front of you now, this whole area just ends. You can see a huge chasm, roughly goes about 90 feet across. And what you notice about it as you come to the edge of this is that there's pieces of stone that come from this fog. As you look downwards, it's just like this fog that sits there. And these pieces of odd-shaped stone sit along in different areas, almost like pillars rising through the clouds to the other side. So that's what you see in front of you now. Just it appears to be, most of these pillars about 5 to 8 feet apart of these pieces of stone. It's going all the way across.
Like we have to like jump across.
How far apart?
Anywhere from 5 to 8 feet. The total size of the chasm is about 9 feet.
I can't jump that far.
No,
No.
but you can.
Can we
But-
Spider-Man it across or something?
Well, we've done stuff with ropes, and you can fly, I can fly, we can stay on
We
one
can do
end.
it.
Burn a wild shade.
Do that, we just get right across. Somebody will be super happy about
We
it.
only have, somebody will be kind of cranky.
And then something will have to come after that stuff.
Yeah.
Except for him. 'cause
Well,
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
can't get him.
He'll have to be small again by me, and I'll have to.
Does he have, I mean,
Hold him
he jumps
again.
like anything else, he just makes his roll, and he can probably do him.
Yeah. It's basically a strength check.
Well, he can be small again, and I can.
Or acrobatics, you can use either.
How do we calculate our
Oh,
jumping
that's
distance?
true.
Because I can.
That might be the best, not
Cause I
lose him.
yeah.
Dave, how do we calculate our jumping distance?
Well, that's, for you, it's going to be kind of rough because of strength. Otherwise, you're making rolls to do it. You could use acrobatics to kind of jump across these.
Okay. Yeah.
So you'll be able to do that. So what's your plan? I'll give you a visual of this.
Alright, let's check out the visual.
You guys are all going to be on this side of it, starting.
All those things.
So you're all on this border right there. This is what you're seeing in front of you. Pieces of land that's coming up from just darkness, patches of fog that lay.
So it's not necessarily we can't step there, we just don't know if we can or can't.
What, the fog?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not changing that. That's a pretty easy enough way across if you don't fall.
Yeah.
If you don't fall.
Is this a spot? Or is this
That's
That's
the
a
fog.
fog.
All these are the
Fog,
lands.
Yeah.
Land.
All the gray to match the other stone.
and the black?
So,
Black is
Black
just
is
depth.
down.
Just down.
Black is death.
Well, it's just down.
But it's actually all fog. It's all covered in fog. I just gave ideas of what the fog is.
I got
Fuck it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
there we go.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna take a few strides back
Mhm.
Okay.
and then take a running jump
Mhm. You can probably get right in the middle of it.
right to that one.
Okay.
Actually, I can't.
The minute, Kari,
Of course.
you guys watch as Kari runs and jumps across. She lands on this thing, and you guys just feel this shaking. And as you look up, you see almost like small flaming rocks that just start
Not her.
coming down, filling this whole area. I need you to give me a dex check.
You gotta just jump all the way across?
That's good.
Going with flying.
Yeah, they have
I don't want to touch
10.
Me too.
Okay, you take 7 points of damage. And now I need a strength saving throw.
That's a
Strength
That's
save.
kind of a waste for a few feet.
16.
16.
Because I can't use any.
You guys watch. Is Kari stand there?
I,
All these
I'll
rocks
burn a shape check.
hitting her, and after it just from this rocks clears, she's gone. You take 17 more points of damage as you fall 40 feet down. She just is disappeared. Now, you guys can still hear her
Okay.
because you're not farther than 500 feet. But
falling?
she was knocked off. She's done.
Well, you got the trick, so.
Mid fall, I'm gonna shift. I don't have a choice.
Okay, shift.
Giant eagle.
Okay, so you laying down on the ground, giant eagle. What you see around here is just more of this fog. The black stone kind of piercing through, but that's about it. Nothing standing out at this moment.
I'm gonna take off and go back up to where my friends are.
Ooh, not trying to get all the way across.
No, I'm coming back for y'all.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna fly back up. Let's place you. Do you have a giant eagle?
I don't have the
What
other
about
deck.
this one temporarily?
He's got it.
Right here.
He's got one.
I'm not bigger.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Don't you know, Robert, everything has to be precise.
Yeah.
I,
We
just,
have cups
We are
with our names on
perfectionists.
it. We do it for a reason.
Okay.
I hope somebody calls you out on that perfectionist comment.
I didn't say perfectionist.
She did.
You did.
Alright, where
So
are
trolls. Sorry.
Way to throw somebody under the bus right
Hold on.
there.
Which one is
She's not
pointing
in
on
here.
camera?
There are
Oh,
some
that's Dave
serious.
Woods.
Yeah.
Actually, if I point over here, that's Amanda. So I got to point
Through.
Well, on this one, I can't.
There is
well,
nothing. You can't point at me.
Here you go.
You're on
Oh,
this one.
it is my girl.
So you guys watch as 1 minute Kari's gone.
That is a giant.
Within 25 seconds, she flies up through as this giant eagle. Now, kind of hovering. You're gonna go back to the mainland where they're standing.
Yes.
Okay, so land your footing down. You guys want to do?
Make him a small little guy again.
So you grab him.
And be
No.
like, hey buddy, let's go.
Smart,
Okay.
smart.
And then the rest of us can pretty comfortably get on Eagle. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And not only that, like you should just fly by yourself. You should like almost be small.
you
Holding
know
him.
this.
And on the Eagle.
You know this, Kari.
Just so you're not like separate.
No one else knows this. As far as this going, just from the experience you just had. You fly back and kind of get back to land again. To the main part of it.
The pits.
You get this gut feeling, not sure, but this is some kind of magic type of shield or a magic trap that somehow triggers this to happen.
Motion sensor, essentially.
Basically.
Are there walls or is it open?
You look, it's open and this just chasm seems
It has
small.
an
Again,
invisibility spell.
you look at, you feel as if this goes on forever, you're not sure, but it
Maybe
just feels very
make
fast.
the owl invisible. I'll get on the owl.
No, hold
You
on.
guys don't have a way to like. You guys have detect magic.
Hold on.
Maybe you can like
I
see the
do.
trail, like the path through.
I have. I have the harp.
Mhm.
Now, if I use the harp, it has fly, invisibility, levitate. Can I make us all invisible if we're all on the hawk or whatever, giant bird?
Yeah, I'll have
Yeah.
Big meat.
Yeah.
that. I'll have that.
All right.
What's your casting ability is charisma, correct? Your spellcasting ability? Okay. What we're going to do here to make that work, I am going
5
to
times.
ask for a charisma saving throw from you.
All right then.
If you're proficient with it,
Inspiration.
You sure?
Yeah.
What do I get?
And
Eight.
D8. Double damage.
Take an 8.
22.
it's a little stress on your spellcasting ability to pull this off and to, just first of all, the giant eagle alone is a test to it. So you do take 4 points of sight damage.
Okay.
But you're able, you all are go invisible. This is motion detected though. So, I mean,
So where you're unseen, but no. Things can still
it
go wrong.
get you.
I'm just saying we use that kind of, area,
Right.
stuff like that.
I'm
So, but
gonna,
it doesn't mean it's not gonna work.
That's a good rebuttal.
again, gonna waddle back a little bit. So I've got room to kind of really push off.
Hey, how about you test it a little bit with a route all of us on your back and then
If I'm going down, y'all go with me.
And you're flying separately, correct? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
How about we maybe try and trick
Oh, well,
this
you
magical
just-
alarm
I was
system
gonna
by
say,
setting it
I'll
off
just-
by throwing something where we're not. And maybe it only goes off over there and then we can go through. I don't know.
distract.
And if it still happens to us,
Here's
oh well,
the thing.
we tried.
Is there space behind us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you guys walk down that long,
All
so you
the
could actually
space
do all
that we,
right, start and fly if you want to do it.
Well, no, I want to get up into the air before we
Okay.
reach this chasm.
Yeah, you're able to get about, in the regular part of it, you're about 40 feet high.
I want to.
Once you get in that chasm, it seems to go up, I mean, as far as your dark vision can see.
I'm gonna
it's very
fly
large.
flap
off the top, get out of this.
and get up in
Volume.
circles, tight little circles,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna stop flapping and glide right across.
Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna need dexterity checks from everybody as you guys do this. I need dexterity check from you.
I flew ahead of them.
Well, you need dexterity. You still need dexterity
Yeah.
check.
Natural 20!
Oh, fuck. Plus 3. Not that it matters.
24.
13.
20.
21.
So, as you begin, even you're gliding, and just from just the movement of this different in the air that's happening here, these rocks begin to just storm of them come at you. But you're able, all you guys are kind of just gliding through it, you're weaving and gliding through it. The same thing with you, as you're kind of one kind of almost hits you, and you just kind of spin and make your way through. And you make it to the other side and land safely there.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
The invisibility, how long does that last for there? Yeah, or you just
Until
drop
I
when you
stop
want.
playing.
Okay, so whenever you want to stop, you
Yep.
guys can see.
Done.
Okay. Well, you guys avoided that quite well. Again,
That was a strain on you.
you guys ahead of you now. The heat, pretty warm. Again, just thirsty. As you take in some more water, I need wisdom. No, now I need Constitution. I'm sorry, saving throws for everybody.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Is where we're walking big enough for me to continue to walk as an eagle?
For now.
What do you want? A constitution?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
17.
I also
16.
11. I also have I'm just making my I also have the ability to control weather when I play the harp. Is there any way to make it rain a little bit to try to cool us down?
Well, that's kind of weird because you're inside in
We're
a closed
underground.
place. You're underground. So.
But I know that there's like moisture in the air. Obviously, you said it was damn
Is it just a
hot.
normal spell to cast?
It's just me playing the harp.
So you have
Like I can't cast Sleet Storm if we're inside,
But you were fine. Yeah, you were
but
fine.
that's.
You cast a spell that causes targets. Do you want to take a look at it?
I'm gonna see. It's
No, you're gonna say no. All right, I have an idea.
okay. Here's exhaustion level, guys. Leah, Kari, and Oriana are at 1. Rowan, you are now at 2 for exhaustion.
I do. I rolled an 11.
As you guys push through, again, deeper, these just shifting. The tremors getting worse as you're trying to keep your footing as you move along this. About 2 hours or so pass.
Is there any place for us to just take a quick break?
If you like, you want to try to rest.
Yeah, I want to not be exhausted at level 2. At least be exhausted at level 1.
Okay, just mind you, it's very hot.
So,
It's not gonna do us any good.
No.
You've gotta get a full night's rest to get any of that back.
okay. Let's keep
And
trudging
just so
away.
you're wherever you're at now, your speed, you're moving a little slow now. You're kind of keeping up with the party. Taking a few more breaks, just trying to get yourself together.
Hey guys.
I'm gonna I'm just
Don't
gonna
leave me
snap my beak at him a little
I would
bit
definitely
and
do
motion at my back. So, like, hop on. So I'm still Big Eagle. You can ride while I walk.
So you continue on for about 2 hours or so, being able to stay in this form. You can see ahead of you now where these large pieces of stone I described it just pierce out of the ground, create 5 foot wide tunnel that just cross over. As you can see ahead of you, there appears to be a room at the end of this tunnel.
Okay, before we get too close, I'm gonna snap at him again and start to shift out.
So you kind of climb up, if she morphs back.
Okay. Go back to the regular.
This is enough, really. You guys are almost walking single file at this point, because even trying to walk next to each other, there's jagged pieces of stone, and it just. So who is ahead in line?
Big rock man.
Yep.
Okay, and
Well,
he
the
kind of
big
has
rock
trouble.
man is not big
This-
right now.
Nope.
Oh no, he's
Big
little.
one.
Well, it could be.
I'll take point then.
I can fly forward with him, or I can make it big.
I'll
It's
just
up to you guys.
I'll take
Stay
point.
small for now.
Okay.
You may have to drop him.
You know what?
You
How
would
about
stay
we
small if you
send?
dropped him though.
Yeah.
All you have to do is drop him.
How
and
about we
go
send
big.
Yeah, I
Headway
know.
We can just do
ahead a
that.
I
little
can
bit
drop him.
and see if
Yeah.
she can see anything?
Wanna risk Hoodwing's life?
Drop Brock. He'll take point.
All right.
That's what we got him for.
I think you can just smash some of the.
All right. Yeah. Let him go. In front of
We even
us.
notice at times when he's walking, the jagged pieces of stone kind of stick out of his shoulders. Kind of
Okay.
just snaps it as.
Makes it a little bit
Speaking
bigger.
of the jagged stone, I want to look for something probably about a foot long, blade shaped, that I can pick up.
Dagger.
You could attempt to maybe
I just,
cut a piece off of it, because it's
but
pretty thick
nothing that
altogether.
he's like bashed through.
Give
And,
me a quick
All right.
investigation.
that's a 5. Oh,
And when that difficult, you kind of hang behind. The rest of you guys still moving forward as you see guys kind of back there. Watch what Brock has broken off, and you find
I just want to take it back.
about that. That's 7 inches.
Obsidian? Or,
Yeah, so it's basically it.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys push forward as you see this a room that you guys enter. First thing you know is very strange about this room is that there's 4 large bubbles floating in this room. Bubbles of energy. As you guys kind of stand there and examine for a moment, you hear a very familiar voice as you see this apparition, this astral projection of a being begin to take shape, standing on the ground in front of you, but way shorter than the rest of you. As Dr. Friends appears in an astral form.
Astro form.
Kind of looks at all of you. So happy to see you again. You know, I never really got to thank you completely for what you did with the book. I mean, look at me now. Powers. Oh, which brings me to a little hobby I've always liked to do. I call them mind puzzles. And instead of just kill you outright, give you a chance to at least make it past me. Rules. 4 bubbles. I give you a simple mind puzzle. You give me answer. 1 bubble goes away. Answer it wrong. One of you will be delivered to that bubble. And then to Morak. Deal? Or you could continue onward and probably face absolute certain death. Simple, right? Fun.
You guys maybe want to give it a try?
Yeah.
So if we
Yeah.
do the deal, we get to go through. Good.
You break all 4 bubbles. I leave. You continue on. I mean,
The way you described past here wasn't you I was worried about. Uncertain death?
Yeah.
You were gonna cause uncertain death?
Well,
Or
look at,
something else is gonna cause
look at
uncertain
it this
death?
way. If you all be able to get past me, then you're all together as a team to possibly escape certain death. Now, if I take 4 of you, well, then your odds are not in your favor.
One of us left.
So in other words, we do have to face you.
Well,
Eventually.
I'm in your corner. The master is looking forward to meeting you, actually. I mean, this could be quite impressive to him if you're
Maybe
able
to
to
the
do this.
master.
Simple mind, no violence.
Ask away.
Alright, we will.
I'll start off easy.
Tempt the bubble.
Can I... So he's just in astral form. Middle of the room.
Okay.
Alright.
These energy bubbles, 4 of them. Go. First question. I'll start easy. What disappears as soon as you say its name? You can read it. Oh, and I'm quite generous. As he pulls his thing out and just holds it.
Oh,
You have till time runs out to give answer.
to each answer?
To each one.
Okay.
I'm
That's
fair, man.
generous.
I'm fair, man.
Very generous.
Take time.
Come on, little man.
No guess, wrong guess till time runs up.
Yes, it's main time.
Before time runs out. Oh, and that was the easy one.
It's running.
Hurry, hurry.
Can I call a friend?
Maybe we should just take our chances and fly ahead.
I never said there was a way out behind me. You're in a room.
You
With
said
your-
beyond the room,
Yeah, beyond the room you're in.
so we can get out.
Trying to find a way out. Let's not debate. Use brain.
Hope?
Vaughn, but still time left.
Luck?
Vaughn again. Still time.
Did you say breath?
I said breath.
Death?
No, no, no. As soon as you say it.
She said breath.
You're good. You're fine. Knock it off, Dr. Ferns.
What's that piece of paper? These words. The time.
Vaughn. Good
Oh,
guess.
that was excellent. Yes. You're good. You're good. Don't worry.
Good guess.
Future?
Vaughn.
The present.
Vaughn.
Past.
Vaughn. You say past disappears?
No.
Past always there.
Yeah, well, it could be spirit.
History.
When you hear answer, you go.
Yeah.
That's most riddles.
Yeah.
It's called hindsight.
Yes. Hindsight.
Gotta go to minute left.
No. You give.
I'm not getting it.
Read it one more time.
What
Faith?
disappears as soon as you say its name?
Just still before you.
Somebody's going in the bubble.
Answer? Silence.
Oh,
A little close, but not quite there. Silence.
You guys all stand there
Yeah. It's upsetting.
as you watch Leo get sucked up into his bubble and just disappears. Leo, you come to. The heat wakes you up as you find yourself suspended about 60 feet in the air above a lava river. Below, you see these two lurking figures. This as you look down from this chain, goes all the way down. You can see this lever that one walks over, kind of turns it as it lowers you about 3 feet. You notice the other giant standing there. Can't really use the lever because in his arms he had two big shields in each arm, spikes that go down these shields.
Is this what awaits us on the
Very
other side
hot.
of the wall?
Yeah.
That's what you see.
That's what she sees.
Okay, I'll try something simple this time.
Hold on to the other side of the wall?
We can't.
This is where we're gonna go anyway?
Yeah.
We have to go. We have to.
Of no use to one, yet absolute
Might be
bliss to two. The small boy gets it for nothing. The young man has to pay for it. And the old man has to pay for it. The baby's right, the lover's privilege, the hypocrite's mask. To the young girl, faith. To the married woman, hope. To the old man, charity. What am I?
First of all, it's going to take longer to read that 4 times.
Yeah.
than
Can we
having
go
to
this
figure
way
it
with
out.
it?
Yeah.
This is easier than one sentence.
I think it's love.
That's what I think it was.
Just say it.
at first.
Is it love?
No, but
How's
fight
that?
track.
Lust.
Then a kiss.
That's it.
As you watch one of them disappear.
Excellent.
Very good. You're getting the hang of it now. Third, I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I?
I have 2. Wait. Country, colony. But I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there because we're on the clock. So. Go.
Matt.
That's it.
You watch as another bubble pops away. So, doing very well. With only one of you gone. Quite impressive. Jesus, one more. You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring. I'm quick when I'm thin, and slow when I'm fat. The wind is my enemy. Feel free to guess. It's only time that you're in.
Can I guess?
Anyone can guess.
Oh. Rain?
Wrong answer. No.
Read it aloud again.
You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring. I'm quick when I'm thin, and slow when I'm fat. The wind is my enemy.
Measure my life in hours.
Is it clouds?
Hours. The tide.
Let me get
Quick when I'm thin and what? Quick when I'm
Quick
thin.
when I'm thin, and slow when I'm fat.
The sun?
Weather?
No, though, quite the fan.
You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring.
Serve you.
Fire?
Expiring.
Not quite.
Like,
Quick. Serve you by expiring. What is that?
Close you were.
With
Charcoal?
With fire. Close with fire.
No, not you.
not with fire? Or
No,
with
she fired. She was close with fire. Right track.
Okay.
Energy?
Heat.
smoke?
Close. No, not her. Close.
And
Fire
not
close.
embers. River.
Sunset.
Water.
Sunrise. Fire.
Daylight.
Candle.
You watch as the fourth bubble disappears.
Like, what's related to their candle?
Dr. Franz stands. Done very well.
That's actually
Those were really good. Sorry.
Next, your last challenge before getting to meet my master will hopefully be a little easier now, being that you only have one of you to save.
Where is she?
From Morak and Kraid. Oh, he kind of stands as you puts his hand out and you watch your rocks again separate. And as you guys stand there, this heat just hits you like an oven. As you could see 60 feet down, that where it ends, drops down, and you could see though, from your vantage point, you hang from this tree. As you guys begin to run for it, as he just vanishes off. You get to this ledge where the heat is just, you see lava lakes, you see the lava stone floating, you see two huge giants. One just holding two shields in his hands, kind of looking back and forth. Another one, flaming blade in his sheath next to his side. Once in a while playing with fire in his hand as they just walk through this lava back and forth, not affecting them whatsoever. As one you see go over again and hit that lever as Leah begins to lower again. I need Constitution saving throws from everybody. Yes, you're hanging right up. This is
Natural 20.
oh yes.
17.
13.
Natural 20.
Okay. You are now at level 2. So you guys see this as Leah is screaming out in pain just from the heat that's just from this lake releasing up towards her. You see as these two giants kind of talk back and forth. Does anybody here speak giant?
No.
Language you don't understand is, you can see sometimes you almost see them muse as they kind of point up and talk in this language. And yet they love to wade through this lava. You guys get near the end, look downwards, it's 40 feet down to even get to the level of where just rocks begin.
Can I cast lower myself and fly over to her and try to
Yes,
make
you can.
her tiny?
Yes, you possibly can.
Slip out of
Next session, because that is where we're going to end tonight's game.
Ah.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and we will see you next week. Thank you.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.